Welcome back. We are Freyas again with Garby commentating. We are going to be running Super Metroid Gay %, our own category, and one that we love the heck out of. It is grabbed by all yapping maws, but gay %, gay %, gay %, gay %. 3, 2, 1, go.
Luck.
So this is a partial category that does not end with killing Mother Brain. So we're going to start on the ship. And to go with the run, we have Trans Samus with rainbow beams. As it should be.
Nice. Yeah, those are really cool, like, modifications that you can do.
So here's a trick called Moonfall, which gives uncapped fall speed. You're going to see some graphical glitches. The camera can't keep up if you're moving more than one tile per frame. So this is going to look identical to any % up until we get power bombs. So ideally, we want to do a turn. There's a cool little moonwalk there where ideally we want to turn around and as we're grabbing be in a turnaround animation as we grab the missiles. But if you turn around too early, normally it doesn't work. But you can moonwalk into them, and if you do grab the missiles, then you're moonwalking in the middle of an animation and it doesn't affect your movement. If you miss it, then you moonwalk into the missiles. It's a really neat way to It's a really neat way to make something that is 90% consistent, basically risk-free. If you want to get an appreciation for how difficult this game is, try and do pitless, just jumping across each pit here. Two ways to do the climb: the wall jump climb or the ledge grab climb. We favor the ledge grab climb. We absolutely believe that the ledge grab climb is better for at the intermediate level. The wall jump climb is definitely better at the beginner and the advanced level, because you can't, if you get hit in the wall jump in the ledge grab climb, it's bad, which rules out the beginner, and it's just faster for people who are really good at the game. That climb relies on hitbox manipulation. When you're in spin jump, your hitbox is smaller than when you're not. So ledge grabbing expands your hitbox as just snap to a ledge. We're going to morph on the right pixel, which will make Bomb Teresa jump back immediately. And then we're going to try and we're going to do 6 P shots and then grab some missiles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shot. We do need to be full missiles exiting here, or at least close to it. Commentator's curse. Runner's curse. So we can get 2 back easily. Okay, that's substantially worse. We're introducing quite a bit of RNG now. Estrogen tanks.
Yay!
I'm very likely that you'll get 1 drop there. And then we need to get 2 drops in the Zilas, which are 100% missiles if you have full HP. But if you're not full HP, it's 50% health, 50% missiles, which introduces a ton of RNG to the run. So it's really important to be full health entering this room. Or full health or full missiles. There's a trick called a mock ball or fast morph ball. We're gonna use it to slide under the gates and grab sleepers earlier than you're supposed to. So in this room, we're gonna stun the Rio so we can do a shorter jump. You move shorter, you move slower horizontally when you're in spin, or then on the ground. So you want to spend as little time in the air as possible. And by stunning it, you can do a shorter hop over it. This is a trick called a down back. If you hit down and back, you can, or not. So like we said, this is completely identical to any percent up until we get to the red tower. At which point we're going to need to get grabbed by the yapping maws. This is one of the first damage boosts you're going to see. Damage boosts in this game shoot you across the screen, which is wonderful. And not only do you do damage boost, but you can also use the iframes.
Yeah, this game, like, it has surprisingly technical movement for, I think, like, the movement is really technical with everything.
This might be the most technical 2D platformer out there.
Oh.
Thank you for the luck. Here's a neat little spin jump. That room was incredibly tricky and technical, and then Static 9 found that amazing strat. Like, that's one of our favorite strats in the game, just that little spin jump falling in the caterpillar room. Because, like, that turned an incredibly difficult room into something that's very easy. We do want these second power bombs just because it makes everything much easier. If we were routing for a world if we were routing to optimize for a world record, there's a good chance that we'd skip that. So here's the first yapping maws. They're gonna drag us into the Samus Eaters. They drag you into Samus Eaters, they drag you into spikes. And then we're gonna take a safety save before Fantoon.
So, how competitive is this category, like, relative to, like, any percent?
Nowhere near as competitive at any percent, but Zenny actually ran an amazing route. Like, Zenny's route is really close, is like really awesome, and like, we've also thought about, we wanted to task this for a while. We don't think we ever will actually get around to it, but like, we'd love to task it, because we think the task route would involve an elevator crystal flash shoot here to get a shine spark.
Wow, that is cool.
And we believe that you could complete it without defeating any bosses.
Nice.
Actually, we know that Zenny completes it without defeating any bosses. Oh wait, door bonk? Yes, we got the door bonk just in time. Let's see if we still remember how to horizontal bomb jump. First try. Muscle memory good forever.
Nice.
That room is beautifully designed to keep casual players from going to from doing Fantoon first. And yeah, when this route was first conceived, like that was a room gating everything. Since then, people have gotten a lot better at it, but it's still a very tricky room.
Yeah, I think there's multiple different ways to do that room. I think you can also do like a wall jump of some sort, but it's some really technical one.
Yeah, the continuous wall jump is the fastest way. It's 1 frame into 2 frames. If you're playing a randomizer and just want to do it once, we would 100% recommend the continuous wall jump, because it's only 2 inputs. Whereas the bomb jump, it's a ton of inputs, but way more consistent. We thought it was going to be up at the top. We're going to try to Doppler Fantoon. Shoot Fantoon as Fantoon is moving. Decent. We might be on pace for a 3 round. If we get a mid here, which is 75% chance. Nope, 25% chance for the slow. At least we're probably not gonna die. Unless the flames are really not nice. We didn't die and we're not getting health bombed.
Yeah, don't that happen if you're below 50 health?
Yes, if you're below 50 health, no, if you're below 30 health and you get a drop, you will enter health bomb range.
Oh, okay.
And you'll exit it when you get a drop above 50 health. Emphasis on when you get a drop. It's possible to get above 50 health, but not actually get a drop, and then you still be in health bomb range. After Fantoon, the wreck ship is actually much easier without speed booster and high jump. In general, movement is much easier to do, easier to optimize when you're not going as fast. Up through the ceiling, up through the ceiling. And now we're gonna try and definitely farm everything here. So coming up is gravity. It's very tight, health-wise. Like we can take optimally is taking 2 hits, and if we're gonna farm a little bit of extra health, so we can take a 3rd hit. For example, if you're trying to do this optimally and you just miss the jump at the start and fall into the spikes, your run's dead. But we made it. 30 seconds of bowling cutscene.
Yeah, bowling. And yeah, that Fantoon fight that Freya did a bit ago, it's a lot trickier than in any percent because you don't have the Varia suit. Or I guess you don't have the Varia suit. Well, I guess then if you're playing it like just like as the like for the first time, because you typically have Varia at that point, but you don't in this one, and you also only have one E-Tank, so Phantom is incredibly tight.
Luckily, if you're doing like a randomizer, there are survival strats where you can just farm Phantoon infinitely. It's slow, so not speedrun viable, but definitely viable, like if you're in a race setting. Or just trying to finish your first randomizer. So we're going to be taking 2 ship refills. One before and after Gauntlet. And this is, if we'd be going for PBs, we would do Gauntlet early. But in marathon setting, it's much comfier to do it with power bombs and gravity. We can just bomb our way through everything. So this is a fun little wall jump. You can do a wall jump from up to 8 pixels away from the wall. And you actually have to do delayed wall jumps here to make it up. So we're going to be trying to bomb as we get grabbed. That's the most efficient thing to do time-wise. Okay, please no acid, please no acid. And the acid would be doing 4 times as much damage without gravity. Yeah, that's fine. So you can see why it's much comfier to do it with it like this.
Yeah, the acid's definitely really brutal if you don't have gravity.
And after you get grabbed, you can just shoot them with supers to kill them.
And one kind of cool move in tech is that if you're like going left and right, like turning left and right as you're on the blocks while holding the diagonal buttons L and R, you can just break the blocks without and just fall instantly instead of waiting.
Yeah, there are certain animations which are uninterruptible, where your action just won't be interrupted by any damage or things like falling. And turning around is one of them. Morphing and unmorphing is another one of them. So we're going to refill here. That refills our power bombs, and it also refills our supers. Ooh, we actually wish that we had opened that door earlier. I think we're going to be fine on supers, but it's going to be much closer. Okay, that damage is not great. We're like pretty sure that we're fine, but we could very... Oh wait, there's 2 cacks here, we're fine. There's 2 cacks here, we're fine. Maybe it's without the ship refill where we have to worry about resources. Really cool moonfall here if we can pull it off. Nope. We're gonna see if we can nab a little bit more health from the fireflies. Fireflies. Oh wait, we were supposed to try to deboost off for going faster. Oh well. This works too.
So yeah, if Freyas didn't have gravity here, they'd be taking 60 damage per spikes, which makes this room so much tougher than it is like this.
As is, you really have to work to actually get grabbed. There we go. You can't see us because you don't have a webcam, but we're making a face.
Aww. So I don't know the rules of this category, but the gapping moths that you already got grabbed by, do they count those still?
Nope. We should have saved at the ship while we were there. Maybe we'll get to show off a CWJ this time. Good setup. Now we have 2 frames out. We have 2 frames after the item ends to do it. Nope, too late.
It definitely feels tricky to time like the CWJ there, just because of the missile and everything.
We have to jump on the very last frame that we can before the water. That one was too early. We really want to get the CWJ since we got the other one last time. There we go.
Nice.
So the ocean is really easy. It's really easy to fall in the ocean. Like this is a run ending room. The jumps here are much tighter than they look. This time we are absolutely saving at the ship.
Yeah, that spike from there, like it definitely seems tricky to just get grabbed by all of them because you have to always be on the spikes.
Yep, and we actually went into the room with less health than we should have. And it's very tricky because you cannot get grabbed while you have iframes. That's the hardest part to manage.
Oh yeah, that definitely seems like it'd be tricky to deal with that.
Hey, this is definitely on pace for an easy 3 round. That was really lucky. Fantoon's got, that was a long eye open. Fantoon's eye can stay open for varying lengths, and that was a long one, otherwise we wouldn't have hit it. Expand your hitbox while picking up drops to get more drops. Hopefully there's no more deaths.
So is that generally like the hard? So are there any like other really tricky parts, dangerous parts of the run?
Nope, that was it. Good thing we have those supers. Fantoon didn't give us many missiles at all.
That's definitely a really neat room to watch the attic room, like just efficiently clearing out the enemies.
It's so much better when you have speed booster.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting thing about the room. Those spikes are actually just empty blocks that are just visually there, and the actual spikes are on the floor. Like the line with the green dots are the spike tiles, and the things that look like spikes are just empty air.
Oh, huh. Neat.
And there's another room in the wreck ship where there's two types of spikes, 60 damage spikes and Fit 16, where there's weak spikes layered on top of strong spikes. And normally you hit the weak spikes, but for example, if you screw attack into them, then you'll actually hit the strong spikes because the screw attack won't trigger on the weak spikes.
Oh, huh. That is. Wow, that's interesting.
We were watching a friend play a rando, and they moonwalked into it, and we were like, "Wait, did you just take damage as if it's strong spike damage?" And we were horribly confused. And we got like a lot of the Super Metroid community investigating that. It was real neat. And then Odster ended up figuring out that it's weak spikes on top of strong spikes.
Oh.
After a death, we're actually going to be saving twice, once before and once after. Gauntlet can kill us. Unlikely, but it can occasionally kill us. We wonder if we were supposed to pick up the Gauntlet E-Tank. That might be what we did wrong. Yeah, we imagined that we were supposed to pick up the Gauntlet E-Tank. Because it did not look like there was a path out of X-Ray without little health.
Yeah.
Is that good? Oh, that is good. There's one Maw in particular that you basically... Well, it's not hard required to shoot it. But practically it is. From a speedrunning perspective. Unmorphing resets your vertical momentum, which is super important for like squeezing through gaps like that. We don't think that missing super is a problem? If you want a fun and short category to learn for Super Metroid, this is the one. While being super queer? Absolutely this one. With Trans Samus with a rainbow beam? Do it.
Yeah, this is like it's a really neat category. And it kind of just involves running around the world. Like I'm trying to think of where exactly we're going to be going. I know we'll be going to Meridia and Northfire, I think.
Yep. And some below Spazer.
Yeah.
There's definitely a marathon run race where we forgot it. And the commentators and we recognized it. And we started going back after we grabbed what were supposed to be the last ones. And the commentators were like, wait, what's going on? Okay, this is much, much, much nicer like this. Oh wait, the block is like here? Well, we're trying to not get hit. Okay, yeah, the answer is that we don't need the E-Tank. We should not have killed all the Fireflies. But the answer is that we should absolutely grab the E-Tank in the future for marathon runs. There's a nice little health refill.
The Fireflies are definitely like a risk to take. Like you get health, but also each time you hit it, they make the room darker. So
these are the easiest to forget in the run. We're not shooting them because we don't remember exactly how many supers we need from Meridia. We imagine that we'll be fine, but... better safe than sorry, for sure. In the world record run, we believe that Zenny gets in here with 5 supers, and you need 6 for this segment, so there's absolutely RNG. Sand physics in this game are absolutely miserable. We cannot say anything good about them.
It's even worse if you're like doing like a randomizer and you don't have like if you like have basically nothing like no gravity suit or anything. It can create a lot of soft lock scenarios.
The absolute worst is half A press, where it just is straight up is a soft lock if you fall into the wrong places in the sand pits.
Oh no, yeah, that is definitely really tricky to navigate.
Okay, so here is where it's really important to have a super, because you get pulled down and have to do a big loop. And there was one time where we might have had the world record, but we didn't get it because we shot a frame too early and didn't actually get grabbed. After that death, we're actually gonna take this super safe and just farm up. We had a really bad time through the sand hall the first time. Oh. Yeah, so we'd say that this is the last place where we really can die. And yeah, sand physics are the worst. There's no other way to put it.
Yep.
So we have the fun of trying to traverse the first room of Pre-Cathedral without high jump, which means that we're gonna have to do a bomb jump. In this game, other than Mother Brain, Varia does the exact thing. Gravity covers everything that Varia does, which means that for the category extensions, it's very hard to actually make a category where that doesn't start with just going to gravity. No missiles, which means that we're supposed to select item only once rather than twice, which is quite difficult to remember. Like that's one of the things that just comes from experience and like being in form. Like knowing that knowing to watch when you're out of missiles and knowing to item select one fewer times.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It can be hard to just adjust based on that.
So here's a green gate or blue gate glitch. We're gonna clip a missile through it by moving forward as we shoot, and that lets us down here. There's gonna be a health refill, and then the last Maw in the game. Last Maw's in the game. Without any suits, getting here is really interesting, and we definitely theory crafted and practiced doing this room without suits. Yes, good. Is that it? There we go. Time.
Nice, GG.
Always a fun category to run.
Yeah, it's a really neat like run to watch. Yeah, it just has a lot of running around running around the world and some bosses and yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And with that has been this weekend of Undefined Behavior, and we'll be back next week with Conception running Bug Snacks, Conception running Cartoon Summer Resort, The Star running Mario Paint, Walking Eye running Magic the Gathering, Scala doing an art showcase, us with a door color rando, and then on Monday there is Leggy with Reset here, and Rainia with Mario RPG.
Yeah, it'll be a fun weekend. This has been a lot of fun getting to do this. So definitely come check out Undefined Behavior next weekend as